Hello. Welcome to everyone joining in. I'll just have some Etch A Sketches at the ready, hanging out with us today. It seems so much brighter than I'm used to it being on this stream today, and that's so lovely, I do have to say. Very, very pleased about that. Hello, Alora! How are you doing today? Very pleased to see you could still make it to my stream despite the multiple delays. This is a wonky week, everyone, so I do appreciate you being able to ride that wave. Always, always appreciated. I'm just opening up my pop-out chat. Hello, Spider-Man Edits. And let's do pop-out chat. So, I'm not trying slow chat today. I'm just seeing what happens with subscriber-only chat. Let's see how slow the chat is when we mitigate non-subscribers from the opportunity of being able to watch the stream. Or they can watch it, but they can't comment. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very curious to hear your collective thoughts about it. So far, uh-oh, Spider-Man Edits, you better be careful there. Have we talked about this before, Spider-Man Edits? You're not gonna donate $500, so it's useless to ask that question. Hello to everyone joining in, though. I'm tired. I'm tired, but doing pretty well. I gotta update that like message. Can a moderator remind me to update the like message? That would be very useful for me to do. What would happen, though? I would be incredibly happy. I would basically do whatever you'd want me to do on stream with my art. I could create a drawing for you on... I mean... No one's ever donated that much, so I've never really had to entertain the hypothetical. I would say I'd do a cartwheel, but I'm wearing a dress, so that's a bad idea. Alright, I'm jumping into my live stream mods channel. Yeah, in fact, I'll make a note to myself. Note to self. Alright. Hello, Ellie, what's up? So I'm gonna work on this drawing for a little bit. I'm making up the details of the leaves. And I'm just letting this drawing flow as it may. This Etch A Sketch has deliciously thin lines, which is kind of an ideal canvas. So I feel like it's affording me the possibility of doing things that I don't normally do on an Etch A Sketch. And that is always an absolute treat. I wish they all worked like this Etch A Sketch, I'll tell you what. The highest singular donation I ever got, Lauren, was probably on TikTok Live. I've gotten 2 universes there. So those are, back in the day, I mean, I think they've changed a little bit of how universes are funded, but they cost $350 for the donor to send. And then I receive $175 of that. So that is the largest singular donation, but I have had people send $100 donos here on YouTube. Oh, a huge delay. Are you 100% sure you're live, Alora? Just want to make sure. It is currently 10:47 p.m. where I am. Curious what time it is for all of you. Let's find out if it's a global delay happening here. Yes, I'm very honored to have received some amazing donations from my awesome community here. They are the people that have made it possible for me to keep hosting these streams for all of you, so... Okay, looks like Lauren said it's 10:47 as well. Hello, Matthew, what's up? I'm just gonna keep adding leaves. There we go. I'm just making it up as I go, and I gotta be honest, I'm really digging the vibe of this one. Normally the background is something that kind of takes more of the background. It is a background after all, but it takes more of the back seat, and I feel like for this one I'm really incorporating the background into the piece, and I'm actually really enjoying that about it. It's hard to freehand this stuff with no planning, but I think there's a little bit of an excitement that comes from it too, because I have to make these cutthroat decisions without the opportunity to really figure out where I want to go with it. Boy, that was delayed though. It's already 10:48 now, so it sounds like there's quite a delay happening. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. So, looks like we're at around 20 viewers. If you are a repeat or first-time viewer, it would mean the world to me if you double-tap the screen, liked the stream. We're at 10 likes now, so thank you to everyone who's liked the stream so far. Works better on your iPad now. That's good. Oh, I'm fine sharing that, Chris. I'm in the US. I'm fine sharing that. People can usually surmise that by my time zone, although I guess that could mean, like, somewhere else in North or South America, but I'm in the US. Hello, Frida, what's up? Welcome, Frida. Hello. I got rid of the word hi, so you're probably seeing a few less comments. 17 people have liked the stream. All right, I'm going to experiment, okay? We're going to turn off sub-only chat mode, and we're going to see the quality of the comments that we get in, okay? Thank you for bearing with me on this experimental journey. All right, we're switching it to anyone can comment. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens when we open the floodgates. Uh-oh. We'll see. Now we won't know who is who among us is or is not a is or is not a subscriber. Hello, welcome to anyone joining in. If it is your first time here, can you drop a little star emoji in the chat? And how many of you saw a little message with rules before you joined in? Your first tattoo, Nintendo Lunchbox, what did you get? Hello, berries! There are unsubscribed people among us now. Golden Jam, it's your first time here, welcome! Yeah, looking forward to hearing about what that first tattoo looks like. I see you say, I saw it when I came in. You didn't get the rules this time. Okay, so some people get it, some people don't. Ooh. That sounds really cool, Nintendo Lunchbox. Well, congratulations on your first tattoo. For those of you who have tattoos, feel free to share what kind of tattoo you have in your in the comments. I see. I was a little confused at first, but total eclipse makes a lot more sense. You think it's just a one-time thing? Okay, so it might be for people who have are seeing it for the first time since I invoked the rules. Okay. I guess it's something that people know when they know it. It is 10:52 for me as well, Michael. Thank you for the update. No, I get that. Nintendo Lunchbox, yeah. Twitch does the same thing with the rules. Got it. Yeah, it seems like YouTube's taken a lot of pages from Twitch with being able to switch between sub-only and like public chat, toggling between different versions of slow mode. Definitely taken a lot of pages from Twitch, which, you know what, frankly, I'm happy about that. You won't hear me complaining about that. I am very pleased about that. There we go. They need to pick up the channel points. That, Lidylicious, is frankly incredibly convoluted to me. I do not understand the culture of the currency and point system. I've streamed on Twitch a few times. I mean, more than a few times. I streamed enough to get to affiliate. And then I you know, I continued my streams there, but I don't fully recall a lot of the lingo, and it's a whole culture there that's kind of a lot. The stylus is over here at the bottom left. Great question. What's up, Chaos? Well, thank you for the Prompt subscription. Always appreciated. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to double tap that screen. It is the best free way to show your support today. It costs you nothing except 2 taps of the screen, and it tells the algorithm, hey, this is engaging. We should get more people to watch it. I'm capable of drawing basically anything you so desire. If you would like to guarantee your request, you could do so with one of the 4 options below. Otherwise, I'm going to keep working on this drawing tonight. Hey! Speak of the devil, thank you, Chris, for that $2 super chat. Drop some W's in the chat for Chris Woods. I do not have a DaVinci ping set up. That's really funny, though. I actually have a little... Okay, so I don't know anything about DaVinci except 2 things. So there's like the twins, right? Okay, so I know that they went to see the Mona Lisa, and it was a really big deal because it was like Da Vinci meeting Da Vinci, right? But there's another thing that I know about them, and it's that they stole a joke from a smaller content creator. And this happened like years ago, but there was like a smaller content creator on TikTok that made a video, and they just absolutely like copied it. Hey, Chris just sent a gifted subscription membership, sorry, I call it different things on the other platform. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. As a quick little reminder, everybody, the only way you can receive a gifted sub is by doing the following. As a reminder, if you want to receive a gifted membership, the only way to do so is by opting in. You have to opt in to receive a gift channel membership here. So if you would like a channel membership, you got to do so by hitting that join button. Welcome, Bob, to being my newest member. So those are the instructions for anybody who wants to do so. My members have access to a bunch of exclusive things, like previous streams that are only archived for certain people, special posts on my community feed, and I think there might even be a video or 2 that are just for members. I might be wrong about that, but that could change in the future, so stay tuned. Thank you so much, Chris, for that lovely membership gift. Love seeing all those blue crowns in the chat. What's up, Brandon? Oh, love seeing everybody up late tonight. Apologies again to everybody for starting up as late as I have. I'm just adding leaves all night long. That's my prerogative. Early for you, Frida. Yes, that's true. We've got the night owls and the early birds, depending where you are watching from. So I kind of have little beef with Da Vinci because I don't respect when people do that, when they just lift somebody else's video concept with no attribution. How was Chicago? It was amazing. I actually got to meet Bran in Chicago. What? It was an awesome time. Honestly, it's exactly what my soul needed. I got to spend some time with so many amazing people. I got to bid farewell to my college that is shutting down. I got to share some cathartic drinks and cathartic meals and cathartic laughs, and ran all over the city and just really had the time of my life. The weather was sublime. I couldn't have asked for a better Chicago trip. Drop in another donation. Thank you so much, Chris. You're so sweet. I did. It's true. I got to see how weird Brandon is, and Brandon got to see how weird I am. So, tit for tat. Your summer break begins after this shift? What? That sounds amazing, though. All right. It's late, though. Have I actually? Yes, I have, as a matter of fact, Lauren. I have Etch A Sketch Mickey Mouse. is anything on your mind that you'd like me to etch for you, Chris, let me know. 4 weeks paid leave, that's awesome! We love a company that gives 4 weeks paid leave. The countries that get it. The countries that don't. Oh, you sent a PayPal request! Fantastic. You want me to draw a peso as well? All right, looks like we got a couple requests in the queue. That's amazing. I would say God bless America, but I think I'm going to say God bless Sweden. Sweden gets it. All right, I'm going to draw one more leaf and then I'm going to check out my queue. And then I'm going to draw, yeah, I guess so. It's okay if the leaf is closed. Ladylicious hitting you up for some of those paid days. It is, oh, boy, Sweden's sounding better and better every day, I'll tell you what. That sounds amazing. They're for you and you only. Mass caravan to Sweden. Princess Etch Convention 2025. We're going to Sweden, everybody. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who double tapped that screen. Your support is sincerely appreciated. All right, I'll do some, I've got a couple of requests. I got the peso. I'll do the peso first because it's a quick little timed request, and then I'll take a look at the requests that came in over PayPal. So thank you for that heads up. I believe that Linktree disabled the paid request option that I used to use because I knew it was too good to be true, and now they're, they're working to make it new and improved, whatever that means. Lidylicious is correct. I can indeed draw a cat. This is a true statement. Will she, though? That's the real question. Remember, everybody, if you'd like to guarantee what you would like to see me draw in an Etch A Sketch, oopsies, I'm not paying attention. There we go. Then the only way you can do so, I'm drawing one more leaf. I lied. One more leaf, and then I'm going to take a look at those two requests. I'll do the peso first. Peso will be a fun request. And then... there we go. Ooh, I got a gravelly voice. Feel robotronic. I think that's what happens when my voice gets late at night. It gets all that timber built up. Okay, we're gonna pause here for a moment. I have Etch A Sketch myself. In fact, I actually did last week. And let's grab another Etch A Sketch for that peso request. Where is the etch I was using yesterday? All right, I'll have you guys vote for something. Oh, okay, I'll pull out the sign that I was using before. Those of you who were here yesterday might remember this drawing. We are going to vote between this versus this for what to erase. I'm going to start a poll, and here's the rules, everybody. Yes equals erase the top drawing. No equals erase the bottom drawing, okay? So, let me just hit the correct button here. There we go. And if I receive a $5 super chat, you get to make the ultimate choice. Welcome back, Mockingbay. I do not have a pet. How to erase both? A $10 super chat can either save both or erase both. Great question, Chris. Frida, I love it. Did I ever set up a Remember Me ping? I don't know if I did. Let's find out. I don't know if I did. Oh my gosh! I do not have a ping set up for Remember Me, but I'm gonna remind myself there. Well, it looks like they're both going. My goodness. My goodness gracious. Okay, I hear you all loud and clear. You want them both to go. We're saying goodbye to the angry chicken. A lot of people wanted the top one to be erased. Hello, Jay Fryers. Erasing the chicken in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was no. It was the no. I'm sorry. You're correct. It was the no that was the one that people have voted for. That was bo 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 bo. Erasing bo 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 in 3, 2, 1. Sorry, everybody. Both got erased. I guess the order didn't necessarily matter there, huh? There we go. 2 blank canvases. Much appreciation to Bran and Chris for those contributions to my stream today. No, 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 no. Oh, that's great. All right, let's draw a peso, and then I'm going to take a look at Nintendo Lunchbox's request. So just a moment, everybody. Is there a certain denomination of peso, like a 1 peso? There's like a... Would you like to share a picture of what? I'm gonna find like the... Oh, here we go. I found like a 1 peso. Is this like... Is this correct? To Chris? Is this what you would like to see me etch a sketch? Just want to make sure I'm etching what you would like me to etch for you. You said okay? All right. Let's grab the timer. God, I really gotta set up that remember me ping, huh? All right, 1 second. I'm doing that right now. All right, I set up a new ping. I remember all, I never forget. Okay, I set up the remember me ping. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna draw that peso. I gotta grab my little timer. Thank you everybody for your patience. Where did my timer go? This is annoying. It's not living in the drawer. It's like the same spot it's always been to keep. Oh, found it. It's living in the wrong spot, that's why. I can update that ping in the future, but I'm pretty happy with it right now. What do you all think of that? Moderators, feel free to let me know if there's something I should add. All right. How do you become a member? That's a great question, Chris Woods. I'm surprised because you have been so kind as to gift subscriptions, and yet I just realized you're not a member, Chris. Yeah, if you don't see the join button, let me know. I think that there should be... Yeah, so that link should work too. So Mockingbay, I use something called Nightbot, and with Nightbot, awesome, thank you, Alora, I appreciate that. With Nightbot, I can kind of put in any kinds of commands that I want. So I've got probably around 100 commands at this point. So we've got 1 minute to draw a peso. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, already off to a bumpy start. Oh, I gotta go faster than this. To anyone just now joining in, I'm doing a 1 minute peso on an Etch A Sketch, and I already only have 25 seconds left. All right, I probably can't do, and this one is 2007. Ah! I got scared by the sound of my own timer. So all pings start with an exclamation point followed by a singular word with no spaces. I'm so sorry, Frida. Yeah, anytime you see that ping happening, it's somebody manually typing it. Yeah, whoopsies. Well, there is a 1 peso. Let's take a look at the request that came in from Nintendo Lunchbox. Does that mean that my people get the pings wrong all the time. Don't worry about it. Looks like it did not come in via the other way. That's okay. Oh, that's such a perfect request. Love that. All right, I got the request in. Thank you again, Chris. There's more than one Chris here. Thank you again, Nintendo Lunchbox. I'll do... This one will be very cool. And this one I can take longer on, too. This is a $10 request. It did! If you would ever like to know the commands, exclamation point commands will send you a link. So I'm going to use, I think, this image. I think this is a very cool image. And I'm going to show it to you. That one. Minus this oval. That's my light. I'm going to try that as the eclipse image. I think that's going to be really cool. So this one I'm not actually going to time because it was a PayPal request. We'll hang out with a little squirt. There we go. Sure, I'll scooch things a little bit lower for you. And if you want to do it directly via PayPal, I'll do 50% off on PayPal. Just exclamation point PayPal if you send direct via PayPal, because I'll get like 99% of the cut that way. Yeah, very excited about this eclipse pick. I think it's going to be very cool. So I'll do a... Yeah, that's one nice thing is that I can link directly to the PayPal here. So I'm going to start right here. I could actually potentially use the same drawing, which is funny. I hope you like how that drawing turned out, Chris Woods. Thank you again for your lovely contributions to my stream today. I'm thinking about doing something, everybody. As many of you have known, for the last 3 years, I have wanted an NTSC copy of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire for the Nintendo GameCube. And I'm thinking about starting up some sort of discretionary fund where I take like a percentage of my stream earnings and put it into like basically track the goal, but it's very much like I don't feel like making a dedicated thermometer to it. Like maybe every time I get a $3 super chat or something weird like that, you know? I've got to think about that a little bit more. But I feel like if I make it like something silly and like something small and incremental, it could be something that takes like a really long time. Where is Luigi? That's a good question. All right, so I'm working on a solar eclipse for anybody tuning in right now. So I've got to think about how I want to do it. I don't think I want to make a dedicated thermometer to it, only because I feel like it's hard to do thermometers where the entirety of my earnings for a stream go toward it, because then it's like I'm not paying myself, right? Like if all of my earnings for $2,000 just go toward the purchase of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, that means that, hey, I think that's a great idea, Brandon. Where is Gangyat? Let's hang out with Gangyat. With his beautiful, his Gangyat. That's how you use your highlighted chats. I don't know what I'm gonna do with gang yet. Or maybe it might be like proceeds of, maybe if I get like Pokemon commissions or something like that, like video game themed commissions or something. I gotta think about it more. I wonder if I should put gyat back on the okay words list. Can my mods remove the word gyat from the ban list? I don't know if that's something you can do. People like seeing the Gangussie in the chat. It's definitely a different thing. Okay, so we have the shape here. And then I'm gonna do something a little bit unorthodox. Do a little connecting line here. No worries, Frida. If it's something I wonder if I have the access. Yeah, like that might be fun. You know, like video game themed requests or something. I just add them to the tally. Yeah. Hey, welcome to Nobility, Chris! I'm glad you figured it out. Oh, TJ, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for that first super chat. A $20 super chat. I am feeling the love tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for that, TJ. What an honor. Drop some W's and MVPs in the chat for TJ, please. And for Chris as well. My goodness, it's a double whammy happening tonight on YouTube. I'd make a fortune drawing Stitch. That is so funny. That is brilliant, Alora. Every time, oh my God. Okay, Alora, I need a moment to think this out. Every time I am paid to draw Stitch, you know how there's like a swear jar? I can make the Stitch jar, and the Stitch jar can go toward anything fun that I purchase. And that could be like those are like discretionary funds that I just like, you know, I have the WOM jar. Maybe I'll start putting like some sort of like counters or something. I gotta think about this more. I like the idea of like anytime I get requested to draw Stitch, every time I draw Stitch, it's like I'm paying myself like $5 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's something to that. I'm gonna write down idea, Stitch, swear, jar, fund. What's up, Her? It's nice to see you here. Yeah, I think there's something to that. It'll definitely like, it will bring like a new positive light on Stitch. I love that. I love that so much. And then it would be really funny to be like, this is how many stitches I had to draw in an Etch A Sketch to complete a goal. Like, I'm measuring things in terms of how many stitches. How much do I need to raise? That's a great... Okay, so... Oh, what a great question, Brandon Stews. You know what? I will answer that with a cursory eBay search. I'm going to show you. Prepare to be confused. All right, so I want a complete in-box copy, which makes it more expensive. We'll go by recently sold. We'll go by recently sold. Michael's correct. 17 and a half stitches. All right, we're gonna go to sold, and we're gonna go to recent, all right? Sold, and it's gotta be US, okay? Sort by ended. Okay, this is the one that I was thinking of bidding on yesterday, but it got too far, as though I was actually going to bid. All right. Here it is. There it is. $2,155, like new. It's showing it a little funny because I don't have it. There we go. I was trying to do pop out. There we go. This is what it looks like. I don't even know if this is a complete copy. Let's find out. Oh, they used the stickers for the memory card. That's okay, but it comes with a clean manual. So this sold for $2,100. So I'm thinking about making it just a ridiculously long-term, unnecessary goal that's funded by something silly. It's not going to be like, every penny I get toward every stream I host will, you know, theoretically unlock this experience. Oh, and now it darkened up. Let's see if I can brighten it up a bit. That's better. So yeah. So that's the most recently sold copy. Is basically $2,200. So it is Lofty is putting it lightly. It is there's a reason why I haven't bought that game yet. It's my, like, how do I put it? I mean, it's my grail. I think that's a fair enough way to put it. But it's more than my grail. It's like the end of my journey, in a way. I'm almost afraid to get it, because when I get it, what will I get next, you know? Like, what comes after an NTSC copy of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire? I don't know if there's really... What's the point after that? It's like, I did it. I won life. I collected 200. I passed go. It's a lot of money. More Pokemon cards? That's true. I am working on my Pokemon card collection. My Pokemon card collecting goals are... Well, okay. There's like 5... I probably need a good $2,000 or so worth of cards to complete certain collections. But those are a little less pressing. I don't know. I feel like that Pokemon box is just getting more expensive every day. It's so unnecessary for me to own it. That's why I haven't bought it yet. It's so unnecessary. It's my magnum opus. It is. It's my magnum opus. I think if I hosted some marathon streams and then every penny went toward, like, that, you know, where I just dedicated days of my life to this endeavor. I am, ESP. What's up? I thought it'd be nicer to shade the background for this one. Have a good night, Allie. And do your homework. Filling in the background, yeah. Filling in the background, yeah. This is relaxing. Oh, I just realized I'm a little... There we go. I'm thinking I will. Yeah. I've got a good rhythm going with it, so I'm kind of keeping up with that rhythm, you know? Why is he thick? He's Gangyat, you know? Sometimes you just gotta Etch A Sketch a Gangyat, you know? I just realized that my chat on my phone froze forever ago. There we go. Do I say that every time, Hurts? Is this something you guys always hear from me? Oh no, am I always going every time I take a drink? Is that something I normally do? I'm drinking from a glass today instead of a water bottle, so maybe it's like a different hydration habit. Oh my god, I'm noticing myself doing it now. Oh my gosh. Is this something I've been doing for 3 years without realizing it? Thank you, Matthew. Why is it so expensive? Oh, great question. There's multiple reasons why. I'm happy to share. So this is a pretty obscure game. It is the rarest Pokemon game released in the US. I have a Japanese copy, but it's not the same. Doesn't hit the same. So it was exclusively released on the Pokemon Center website and in the Pokemon Center store in New York City. That's the only way you could get it. And it was not even $60. I'm pretty sure it was $20. I remember, now this is one of my motivations. Liddy-licious, you're gonna appreciate this. So I remember begging my mom to let me buy that game because I wanted it. I wanted it so badly. It's like a peripheral game. It's not even like necessary for most people who play Pokemon, but it was necessary for me because I was running out of box space in my Ruby version. And I begged my mom to let me buy it. And she wouldn't let me because it was the evil, evil internet, and we couldn't trust the internet to, use our credit card to make online purchases. So she wouldn't let me buy it, and I didn't press it, and that is why I missed out on buying Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire in 2004 or whatever. I think it came out in 2004 or 2005. So, now it sells for $2,000 because my mom didn't let me buy it 20 years ago. Thanks, Mom. That is so my mom, though, right? She's such a technophobe. She's so scared of technology. To anybody wondering what the heck am I drawing, I am drawing a solar eclipse. Almost as exclusive as the GameCube component cables. Yes! Crazy the kind of obscure stuff that people ended up rabidly desiring down the line. Crazy. So that's the obscure history of why Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire is so expensive, because it was very limited in how it was sold, and it didn't do well. It's not like they were pushing it, and for most people there was no use for it because it's basically buying more storage boxes for your Gen 3 Pokemon games. There are some exclusive Pokemon you could get through Pokemon Box, but they are very much one of those games that most people never had a desire to own, and I always had a desire to own it, and I never hunkered down and bought it because I would always talk myself out of doing it when it was $300, when it was $500, when it was $600, when it was $1,000, when it was $1,200, and now it's $2,000 because the post-COVID market is so insane. The post-COVID retro video game market is absolutely bonkers, and I'm very grateful that for the most part I own almost every game I want. I'd like to complete my boxed Pokemon game collection. I am one boxed Pokemon game away from completing all of the Game Boy games. Do you want to guess which Pokemon game that is? Feel free to guess in the chat. I just realized that... Really, Michael? Oh my god, I didn't even know that. I forgot that there's like disc rot, that's a thing. That is so crazy to think about. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. Like, even DVDs and stuff, like, some of them just start, like, rotting and breaking down and stuff, and then they stop being able to be read. Bad news for everyone who plays disc-based retro games. There's got to be something to combat that, though, right? I'm surprised that there's no one out there who's making, like, bootleg copies of GameCube games. They must have really good copy protection on them, because I remember back in the day, everybody made bootleg copies of PlayStation games. Yeah, that makes me feel old, too. Honestly, it makes me a little bit relieved I didn't get super into retro gaming on the GameCube. Felt like a hacker. Yeah, that's what we're doing today with this one. Although we're not blacking out super dark. That's funny, Addie. You know what? Let's do it right now. There's only 25 people in the room, so if you're under 13 years old, drop a robot emoji in the chat. But there's only 25 in the room, so I don't do it as much because it's one of my rules now. CD's gonna make a comeback. I heard that there are cars now that are being equipped with CD players. I have a bunch of CDs, so I do own CDs. And I love them. I love my CDs. Sometimes I pop them into my DVD player and play them on my TV because I don't have a CD player anymore. I used to have a really cool boombox that said Girl Power on the top, and it had flowers, and it was pink, and I used to sit it next to me when I did my homework in the back room at my house. I loved that thing. I listened to so many CDs growing up, and then I got a Kobe branded MP3 player. Kobe, not to be confused with Sony. Kobe. And it was a piece of crap. And then I upgraded to the Sansa Fuse, which is so good that I bought another one used for the same price I paid for mine new, like 8 years later, and I still have my second Sansa Fuse. It is amazing. You could expand the memory with a micro SD card, so you could have like 80 billion songs if you want. It's got a physical scroll wheel. You could save songs to playlists by holding the button. You could read the previews of all the songs. It's so good. The Sansa Fuse. My favorite MP3 player is so good. GameCube copy protection is actually really interesting. Interesting. Wow, Michael, I did not know that. Jesse told me he just got a DVD player himself. That is strange. Everyone's getting DVD players again. Holy cow, Brandon Stews. That is insanity. You just bought a DVD player. Yeah. Oh, sorry, just read that. Still got a cassette player stereo. Use old auxiliary cassette adapter for phone. That's cool. My mom had a bunch of cassette tapes when we were kids because her car had a cassette player. And then she had like a combo CD cassette player, but she really stuck with CD for the most part. So I think she ended up getting rid of all of her cassettes. But she still has quite the CD collection. I think she still listens to a lot of her CDs. I don't think my mom ever got an iPod or anything like that. All right, we're coming around this way. A lot of progress being made on this eclipse tonight. There we go. Oh no, Addie. Did she get banned? My stepdad had a huge CD collection. I wonder if he would have kept it in this day and age. He also had a big record collection, though, so he was a fan of old recorded media. Why is it that records seem to do pretty well? I bet if they're in bad temperature environments or something, they're not as good. Everyone trying to brand bandin. Did you hear that? Brand bandin. Trying to brand bandin. That should give you an idea of how tired I am. Oh, some of you might appreciate this. Kyle got me to watch episode 1 of the Fallout TV show today. Has anyone else seen that TV show? No spoilers, please. But I watched episode 1. Ah, alas, Addie. I'm seeing very positive things about the Fallout show. So what I didn't know, Kyle and I traditionally will watch something for about half an hour and then we'll take a break. What he didn't tell me was that the first episode was an hour and 10 minutes, and there were 3 times where it faded and I thought it was going to credits and it didn't, and I was dragging. I was dragging because I'm not used to sitting for an hour and 10 minutes after dinner. Like, normally I'm not that person. So I was like, there was a point where I had to pause and I was like, dude, I need to go get my medication today. When is this gonna be over? Because I need to get my medication. And he's like, there's only 10 minutes left. I'm like, okay. I do like The Boys. And so far I'm enjoying Fallout, but, you know, this is something that I do have to say. The violence, I know The Boys is violent and stuff, but, like, I've had to turn away a few times already in episode 1, and I've heard that that's kind of part of the experience, so I'm a little queasy about that. That is really funny. That is really funny what Addie just said. To Diesel for the Fallout show, I do believe, well, it is more violent, but I feel like, okay, to give you an example, I feel like in episode 1 of Fallout, there was someone who got a fork put in their eyeball, and there was someone who, like, got something, like, put through their mouth, like a propulsion thing. They kind of do things that are designed to make you wince really hard. Don't get me wrong, The Boys definitely has, like, a lot of gratuitous, like, gore and stuff, but I feel like Fallout kind of does it in a bit more of a shock way that, like, that I just, like, I literally have to cover the screen. I'm just like, nope, and I'm bad with needles, so there's already been the use of needles on multiple occasions, and, like, showing her sewing herself up, like, you know, it's, I get a little queasy. Boy Meets World? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Boy Meets World, very gory. I think I'll keep watching it. Everybody's saying it's good. I'm just getting a little queasy about the violence, and I know it's silly to say that coming from somebody who, like, watches The Boys. I just feel like I don't know. I'm gonna give another episode a chance, but Kyle told me that he wasn't sure I was gonna like it because of the violence, and I understand what he means about it. It's a different kind of violence. Okay, that's good to know, Liddy-licious. I did watch Gen V. I loved Gen V. Honestly, I didn't really have a high expectation of how Gen V was gonna go. And I was pleasantly surprised, and my expectations were vastly exceeded. Like, can't do anything more violent than Finding Nemo. Those sharks, man. Nintendo Lunchbox. Lovely visual. I have not seen that show, Diesel. We haven't watched a lot of Amazon Prime stuff, but we've seen some. You know, we watched The Boys. I guess we gotta look into Prime more. I guess there's a lot of good shows there, huh? We don't have Netflix anymore, so we don't really watch anything on Netflix. All this stuff got so expensive, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 5 years before we get the last season of Stranger Things, so... I've heard that Netflix now has ads in it. Well, so does Prime. I have to watch some random ad before the show starts now. Yeah, not much on Prime. I am with you there, Brandon. We have a Plex, and we have a bunch of stuff on it. Kyle already has Amazon Prime, so it's been pretty convenient for us. But he's been thinking about canceling it for a while, and I think I'm going to encourage him to do so. We have Disney Plus as well right now. And what did we watch on Disney Plus recently? Well, I watch stuff. I put on Disney Plus movies in the background. I watched the rest of Big today. And then I started watching Splash because I was like, you know, I'm already in a Tom Hanks kind of vibe. But I wasn't vibing with Splash today. I've seen Splash before. I like the movie, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I exited out. I watched Elemental again recently. I saw that one in theaters with Kyle. Yeah, I don't know. We use Plex for a lot. We sail the seas, sail the 7 seas, if you know what I mean. I also happen to have, like, a lot of DVDs, so I also just watch DVDs and stuff. Oh, I've never heard of that, Matthew. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Right, Nintendo fanatic? Yeah. I think one of the... Remember when Netflix threatened that they were going to, like, force people who use, who share accounts to stop sharing? And then they were like, actually, we were just kidding, when there was, like, global pushback against it, and then they did it anyways. But I want you all to specifically remember when they said they were just kidding about it. They all said that they were like, no, we aren't actually serious. Like, this was like a test thought that we had, and we aren't actually going to follow through with it. And then they followed through with it. But they literally said that they weren't going to do it. Like, that's the thing I remember the most, is that they were like trying to gaslight us into believing that it wasn't going to happen, and then it frickin' happened. Exactly, Diesel. That's why I have all of Frasier on DVD. Yeah, I'm not letting go of that. I am not letting go of that. I am still mad about that. Uh-oh, I hear my computer squeaking again. That means one of the fans is squeaky. Oh, that's not good. I gotta tell Kyle about that. I probably need to check if it's dusty over there. Alright, so now... Oh, the squeaking stopped. That's the good news. Stargate. So, I'm a big fan of the movie. I've only ever seen the movie. Yeah, JK, unless. I saw the movie and I really love the movie. Weird fact, the movie is available for free on YouTube. It's just free. You could just look up Stargate and the whole movie is free on YouTube. It's like officially free on YouTube, with ads, of course. But it's free. I have played that movie on YouTube like 3 or 4 times. I'll just have it playing in the background. It'll just autoplay randomly on some pre-generated playlist. It's like 2-hour and 15-minute video. Just starts autoplay. I ain't mad. One time I was cooking and then Kyle walked in to like see what I was watching and he's like, wait, what are you watching? And I was like, just you wait. He's like, are you watching the movie Stargate on your phone? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, oh, sick. And he started watching it and it took us like twice as long to make dinner that night. Thanks for tuning in, Addie. I have never seen the TV show though. I know there's like a diehard fandom for it. I'm very sweaty because I closed the door to my office and it is 84 degrees in here. I need to open the door. I am not familiar with that, Diesel. That's amazing. I feel like people who are into the Stargate TV show are all diehards. Like, if you've watched the Stargate show, you are into it. Speaking of shows that are like sci-fi genre from the 90s, how many of you watched Farscape? Because I got like 2 seasons through that, and then Kyle and I both like rage quit at the same time when all the characters took a massive dump on all the progress they made and got all moody with each other. I got really mad about that. So did Kyle. And we're like, screw this. No one's working with each other. Morale is just out the window. It's like they unwrote all the progress they made with one another. We were so mad. We were so mad. You own all the seasons. Holy cow. 15 seasons. I remember when they would sell the Star Trek seasons, those were always like super expensive. I watched a lot of like TNG and like Voyager and a little like Deep Space Nine growing up. I totally eclipse of the heart. Gonna take another sip of water. I did not watch Red Dwarf. Never watched The Expanse. I think Kyle really liked that one. Okay, so now I'm going to do the final details. This is what I've been waiting to do, is just tracing it all back to kind of get those final... And then... This is a long $10 request, but I really wanted to do the sky, and the filling in all the darkness is what took so long. There we go. Just cleaning up the line work right now. I've seen that one episode of Doctor Who with the Van Gogh, and it was really nice. I don't really remember it, but that's the only episode I've seen. I feel like everybody was really into Doctor Who when David Tennant was the Doctor, And I felt like there was like a resurgence, and a bunch of people in my age range were really into it, like when I was in college, like late, like 2011-ish. But I never watched Doctor Who. I didn't even know where to watch it. And all right, there's the solar eclipse. Woo! That was a lengthy drawing. Oh, that's so cool, Frida. Yeah, I never sat down and watched. I'm sure I would like it. I feel like people spoke really highly of it. Can I show reference pic? Yes. So let me angle this away. Oh, wait, that's not. I grabbed the wrong Etch A Sketch. I'm eclipsing the eclipse with a Gengyat. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I genuinely did not mean to do that. And you're seeing the crosshairs right now. So there's the... No color. Oh, Scott! Thank you so much for that super chat donation. I'd be honored to do a Scyther for you. And if anybody did send anything on PayPal, just let me know. ! PayPal for my info. I will gladly do a Scyther for you. Let me free up an etch for it. Actually, I think I'll do it on this Etch A Sketch. Yeah, it's so big it covered the sun. Both are huge moons, easy mistake. Oh my gosh, maybe it's invisible to me because it's so dark, I can't see it. I'm gonna set that one aside. And we're gonna draw a Scyther. What a wonderful suggestion. All right, I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the timer for a $20 super chat. Thank you again, Scott, for the lovely support tonight. You got perfect timing on that. Much appreciated. I'm gonna do the classic Scyther pose right here. I'll show you it. It'll fit well on an Etch A Sketch. There we go. I have not even heard of the show Andromeda, but I have heard of Babylon 5 and I've not seen it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched a lot in the sci-fi genre. Kyle has watched more than me. He's the one who introduced me to, he's the one that introduced me to the puppet show, the Tim Burton, Farscape. There we go. Have a good night, Brandon. Thank you for your support tonight. And I'll be back tomorrow at some point. Although tomorrow might, well, actually, yeah, tomorrow. I'm figuring out where I'm going to start. Sometimes I kind of get a vibe. We're going to start right here. I've seen Firefly. There's one I've seen. Kyle's been reading the extended literature universe for Firefly to get more of his Firefly fix. I'm very proud to say I got to be the one to introduce Kyle to Firefly. How cool is that? I did not know that, Diesel. I actually did not know that at all. All right, 10 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Okay. I might have to focus a little bit more to get a lot of this information down. I never realized how much of Scyther's head kind of reminds me of like a skull. The skull of a dragon. There's a little nostril there. And then there's like an eye. There we go. This would technically have qualified for my Pokemon box fund. There we go. That's okay though. There we go. We've got an eye. Got the head. Firefly has a manga? Oh, I know it's like books. I didn't know if there was manga. Did I say manga earlier? All right, I won't be able to read the chat for a little bit. I'm going to focus a little bit on getting as much of this Scyther in as I can. There we go. We've got the mouth of Scyther. Scyther! Scyther! I feel like Scyther is one of the Pokemon I'm the best at impersonating. Scyther and Charmander have a lot in common. Charmander! Charmander! Char! Scyther! Scyther! They carry similar vibes vocally. They're vocal vibes. Scyther is Kyle's favorite Pokemon. For those who don't know who Kyle is, he's my fiance. Scyther's name in Japanese is Turaiku. I have not seen the Page Master, actually. I didn't know that either, Diesel. I've heard good things about Castle, but I've never seen Castle. Was that the show that was like a BBC 6-part or something? Probably not. Oh, I was thinking, was it called The Last Kingdom? Did anybody ever see that? Or the 10th Kingdom? What was it called? The 10th Kingdom? Did anyone ever watch that? Because I feel like I actually sat and watched that once. It was like 6 VHS tapes. Does anyone know what I'm talking about there? Because I feel like that's a thing. I feel like I didn't make that one up. Oh, is that Joss Whedon? Frida knows what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't make it up. They had the VHSs at my library. It was like really intense. Your old roommate had it? Oh my gosh, I'm glad I wasn't making this up. I swore it was real in my mind. What was it called? It was like the something kingdom. The 10th Kingdom! It was the 10th Kingdom! I'm so glad that other people know what that is. I watched it once when I was a kid, and it was, like, enthralling. Can somebody remind me about the 10th Kingdom? Because I would sit down and watch that again. I have, like, no recollection of what occurred in the 10th Kingdom, but, like, I want to experience it again. Knowing that others remember it so fondly and have been hunting for it, like, that warms my soul. That is a sign. All right, we are about halfway through this Scyther rendition. This is true, Lidylicious is correct. I have done a little work for Disney. I wouldn't be sure about that, Cambrian, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember who was in it. All I remember is I watched it when I was a kid, and I was enthralled. Not much information to work with there, unfortunately. What's up, Ellie? Yeah, that sounds right, Frida. Oh my god, I need to watch this show again. It was like a mini-series, right? I'm so glad I didn't hallucinate this idea. Or if anything, it was a collective hallucination that we all willingly participated in. Alright, so I gotta move a little bit faster. We got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. I might be able to get this in 10. That would be amazing. Scyther is so detailed. Ooh, there's a good word. Okay, so I was talking to Kyle about how in the English language, there's a lot of reasons why it's hard for people to learn, and Kyle's aware of that too. And so one of the things that we were talking about is how there are a lot of words in the English language that you emphasize the different syllable based on if it's a noun or a verb. So there's like detail or to detail. Like if you're, I guess you could say detailing a car. I'm trying to think of more words like that, where the syllable emphasis is on a different syllable. It's got to be at least 2 syllables, but it's when the verb is a different syllable emphasized than the noun. It was a British miniseries. How did I see it then? Far out. I'm liking all this information. Thank you, Diesel. I appreciate that. Alright, so then now I'm going to add the second scythe to Scyther. And I'm going to make it a little bit more shallow so that I can fit the full blade, the full scythe. Could you imagine if Scythers just existed in the world? I don't think I'm prepared for a world. Scyther, Psyduck. Psyduck. PS. Or SCYDUCK. Boy, there's a Twitch throwback. Three minutes left. A fume shroom? Is that something that I could easily Google? Thank you for that $10 super chat, Chris. A fume shroom. I'll look it up. It was released in February of 2000. So yeah, I think we checked it out at my local library because it was like you could get like a box set of the VHSs. And maybe I watched it when it was on TV. I wouldn't be shocked if it had aired on television. I know I had seen it probably after the year 2000. There we go. 2.5 minutes left. Your roommate had it in 2005. All right. Yeah, I would have seen it when I was still living at my mom's house, at the first house we lived at when I moved in with her. So that would have been between the years late 2000 and 2003. That would have been like the timeline. All right. I'm feeling pretty confident I can finish up any final details. I'm kind of feeling like done with the Scyther, to be honest. I feel like we've completed Scyther. Scyther complete. Double check in. Double check in. I think we're good. Happened in a little less than 10 minutes. How about that? I got a squeaky chair tonight. Well, I hope you like how the Scyther turned out. Let's get a little bit closer. Feel free to take screenshots to anybody watching it. And this stream will be archived, so you could always tune in and check out the drawing on a future date. Sometimes I archive them for members only, though, so just a heads up. Hello, Pink Frog. And thank you, everybody, for double tapping that screen. All right, let's check out a fume shroom. I'm able to Google that just fine. I'll grab 2 more Etch A Sketches that you all get to collectively decide the fates of. Let's see. I will put them between... Oh, this is curious. Okay, I don't have a lot of recollection of some of these. Let's see, I'll make a unilateral decision, actually. We won't put it up to a debate. Glad you love it, Scott. Thank you for the support tonight. So appreciated. We'll have Scyther hanging out with us down here. There we go. Fume shroom. From Plants vs. Zombies. And this is a 5-minute request for a $10 super chat. So, oh, okay. I guess I do need to free up space. Just put him. Can I do this? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to do what I'm about? No, that will not. Nope. All right, we will be temporarily setting this on top of Scyther. I do apologize, but we need a timer for this next drawing. So, fume shroom in 5 minutes. Let's figure out where we want to start. Pink Frog competing with the love. Chris's pocket is deep tonight. Chris's support is immense. Thank you, Chris. Okay. I'm going to open my office because it's 84 in here. It's pretty hot. There we go. Ooh. Good to know. Your pockets are very shallow. All right. We're going to start right here for fume shroom In 3, 2, 1. I think I've only seen the Neverending Story 1 and 2. I don't think I've seen 3, and I don't remember 2, to be honest. I remember most of 1. Excuse me. Processing dinner tonight. It looks like a balloon. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shade it, and then I'm gonna add some pattern on top. We got time for that, because we're only a minute into the drawing, so I'm fairly confident I can knock this bad boy out in 5 minutes. That shouldn't be a big issue. Are they like women's clothes pockets now? That's funny. What's the weirdest Etch A Sketch request? This was asked yesterday. I did buff Peter Griffin recently. I've done... You know what? I wonder, can a moderator in the mod chat put ! weird request in the Discord chat so that I could set up a ping for it? Because I'm always stumped when I have to think of them off on the spot. I'm really gonna have to think about it. Oh, I see Frida typing. Thank you, Frida. And Crochet, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that more. I'll say buff Peter Griffin as like the first one that comes to mind. Gangyat's a pretty weird one, huh? I'll say Gangyat as well. Two minutes, 40 seconds left. The Mrs. Bob Ross of Etch A Sketch. What an honor. I've spent a lot of time with Bob Ross on Etch A Sketch, I'll tell you what. The far less glamorous arts and crafts project is removing liquid mask from a small army of Reaper Bones and Wizard Orcs miniatures. Oh yes, removing masking fluid is a tedious and tricky task. I'll give you that. I don't paint miniatures myself, but I have dabbled in watercolors, which has definitely made me familiar with the plight of the masking fluid. Okay. A minute and 40 left. We're doing well. I've heard very good things about Plants vs. Zombies, but never played it. I don't play new games that often, because if I play them and I get into them, then there goes my life. Suddenly I'm not doing anything anymore. Sad Pikachu with the empty peanut butter jar. I remember that one. $50 seconds to go. All right, I'm going for it. Yep, I'm shading him. $20 seconds to go. And this is what 5 minutes can accomplish on an Etch A Sketch if you've been using the medium for the last 25 plus years. And there we have it. I'm going to move the stylus a little bit away. And I'll give you an opportunity for a screenshot. There we go. I'll show you guys a reference photo. Your shift is over. Congratulations. Have a good night, Frida, or day. Why does he have an L on his hat? His hat isn't an L. No, it's the special Pokemon League symbol. This is the reference photo. And here is the final. Whoop. Fume Shroom. Very fun choice. Alright, everybody. I guess I'll say last call. Last call. It's getting a little late. I didn't think I was going to stream for more than an hour, I'll be honest with all of you. But we made a lot of fun art tonight. And pausing the music for a sec. I'm going to flip the camera around, say some final words to everybody tuning in still. And why does Ash always lose? Probably because it's a Gambate, and he's got to go on a very long journey to be the very best by losing many times. It's a great question, though. Oh, it's so hard to get the... It's so hard to get the stream to brighten up. That's okay. So... Alright, everybody. It has been a fun stream. It's been a busy one. Final call. I'm going to double check that I didn't get any final PayPal things in, but I think we're good. I think we are great. I think we are fantastic. Just going to mark this as on red so I can accommodate that in my pay. I keep like a spreadsheet of all my sales for the year, so I'm going to accommodate that in my spreadsheet. So had to stay up past your bedtime to watch the stream. You're so sweet, Chris. Thanks for staying around. I hope you're going to get a very good night's sleep tonight. I bet you're very tired. And I have to stream for 4 more hours. Well, thankfully, I've got a good 4+ hours more of stream archives available on my YouTube for people to watch at any point. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet and you enjoyed what you saw. If you really, really enjoyed what you saw and would like to be informed about future streams, I highly encourage you to join my Discord. I will do that one right here. And there is my Discord, which I linked below. Would love to have you there. Otherwise, thank you again to everybody for joining in. Thank you, Flash, for also pinging the Discord. Very sweet. Am I going to watch the opening ceremony tomorrow of the Olympics? Am I going to watch any of it? And then the closing when it comes in 2 weeks and then closing. So I don't plan to watch it. I don't have a means for which to do so. I might have it available on my local TV or something. I'm not sure. So try racing me to that link. Send love to Dr. Kyle. I will. He's going to be home for 2 days and then he's flying somewhere else again. We've been away for a week. He's finally home and then he's going to leave. So thank you so much, TJ Doyle, for your sweet comments. So sincerely appreciated. And thank you, Diesel, for your very kind comment as well. All right, everyone, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and night wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet. It is the World Wide Web after all, and you've chosen to spend this time with me, which I never want to take for granted. So thank you all so very much for your sweet, kind support and for sticking around. It really means a lot. Each and every one of you have made this stream an awesome time. I hope to catch you all next time. Hopefully tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern. That's what I'm shooting for. Tomorrow's going to be crazy, though, so I definitely can't hold to that promise because I might be running all over the place. It might be earlier for that reason, so we'll find out. That's why you joined the Discord, everybody. All right, everybody. Take care and peace out.